Hey guys, welcome to Prince of Peace Tarot. I'm Justin, and today I'll be doing a spirit reading for those of you with Sagittarius placements in your chart. So if you have Sagittarius anywhere within your chart, this reading could resonate with you. And if it does, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. Okay guys, so before I jump into your spread, let's say a prayer. I praise the creator of all, supreme, omnipotent, and in all things. I praise all of the high and virtuous spirits who have walked the way of eternal light and love. I praise all of our ancestors from Mother Africa, who is the mother of the entire human race. I praise all of the spirits who died during slavery, in the Middle Passage, around the world, here in the United States, during Jim Crow, and today. Great Spirit family, since you are free of body and form, we know that you now have greater wisdom and greater power. We ask that you hear the call of your child and come protect us. Use your greater power and influence to help us solve our problems of money, health, family trouble, and racism. We ask that you somehow give us a sign that you are pleased with your children and that you are receiving our worship. Benevolent ancestors, open the gates of wealth to our people and guide us in the wisest and most effective ways to help all of Earth's children live harmoniously. Help us to remember we are part of the whole, part of God, part of each other. Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right, guys, let's get into this spirit reading. Okay, guys, let's jump into your spread. So I'm using the Enchanted Map Oracle, okay? And it's a 3-card spread, including the top and the bottom of the deck. And we're gonna start at the top of the deck. And we have Ghostlands, all right? Ghostlands, and it came in the upright. And this deck has upright and reversal meaning. So Ghostlands is saying, it says you can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now, okay? So whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing. For rarely do the present and the future match up exactly on the enchanted map that is your life story. The future has no substance right now. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can't live there. It says, yet you can take measured steps toward a goal or a dream. And it's funny, your card at the bottom of the deck is filled with dreams, all right? So it says you can take measured steps toward a goal or a dream. These steps are important now that you take action, okay? And in your money and career spread I did for you earlier today, I mean, recorded it last night, but it had masculine energy again, all right? So that action, you need to take steps forward, and it's important now to do it. It's really important. The same goes for nostalgia. You can look into the past wistfully and remember beautiful moments or revisit lessons learned. However, you can't live there, nor can you go back and change what was. Yesterday is gone forever. Live fully in the present, the now. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention. Its magic reaches out in every direction, further than the heart and soul can see. Okay, further than the heart and soul can see. It's the now you need to focus on. And it's so funny, it's talking about, because I have a problem with this. Sometimes, the spiritual path is a narrow, difficult road, As difficult as you make it, okay? Because it requires you to change. And those things that made you happy in the past, sometimes you just can't even do those things no more, or they don't fit for who you are or who you're becoming, okay? Like it was probably okay for whatever it was. But there are things like sometimes I wish, the relationship thing or the casual sex thing, where I was like, man, sometimes I wish I had that focus I had when I was, younger, early teens and different things like that. Because I wasn't getting into too much stuff, nothing too crazy. And I did have a really good focus. And it's like, man, I wish I didn't, how is it that I was able to do that then and I can't do it now? Like, why is it so hard, to stay on a path and to say like, hey, I'm clear about what I'm doing. so I'm gonna do it. It's like, what is it about adulthood that just puts on that extra pressure? And really it is, it's the lessons. It's the lessons that actually put the extra pressure on. And it's the thing is, you're like, oh man, I wish I didn't go through that. If I didn't go through that, I would be more focused, or I would be able to move a little bit faster. But what I've learned is that those lessons that I feel that I need to heal from is what it is. It's those lessons I need to heal from are what are teaching me and helping me to move forward, you know? And when I'm relating to someone or just knowing something for myself, like you know, we move on to bigger, better things, different animals. You know, life is a beast. It's a different animal, right? That we're dealing with at different points in times in our lives. And some of those harsh lessons are actually prepping us for future things, right? So, yeah, that's another reason why it's like you can't go back to the past. You can't live there. You can't change it if you thought it sucked. And you can't like recreate it or reestablish it, because whatever was good, if anything bad happened to you, probably happened for your good, you know, so that you know something. And the whole point, and I'm sitting there thinking like, I wish I had the energy of the past, the focus from the past. What I need to put more energy into is healing. Okay. And maybe that goes for some of you guys too. That way, if you heal, you can be more in the present. More in the present, okay? Because you know, thinking too far ahead in the future is only going to cause you anxiety. You're being anxious about something that doesn't exist. And the only way it could actually exist the way you want it is if you take steps to make it that way. Okay, that's the magic of it. This is why I said that your present reaches so far, farther than your soul and your heart could see. It's the magic of the present. It creates the future. All right. So, card at the bottom, Field of Dreams. Field of Dreams. All right. Let me get that for you. Field of Dreams, your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs are always engaging the vast field of pure potential. We are on the money with this reading. All right. We're on the money. All right. So, upright. It says, this is the perfect time to harness the field of vast potential not yet realized in your life. Great abundance is yours if you're willing to do the work alongside the gentle gardener. Be clear about your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Concentrate on your best life regardless of the temporary outer conditions imposed upon you by the greater world, which has its own story to tell. You have a basket full of seeds that are quite powerful, for your talents are divinely inspired and will indeed lead to great harvests to be shared with everyone. You will reap what you have sown. Dream big, dream beautiful, and take action. And tend to the garden of your own life and experience the extraordinary. Guys, really, and again, it's saying take action. This, you know, the masculine energy. Harness your masculine energy to focus, keep boundaries, and take action. Your dreams are very much, they're going to happen. They're going to happen if you put, what is it? What does it say? Faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. And that there's no future to actualize with no work. Do some work. Do something. You got to do something towards your dreams. Set good intentions, right intentions, realistic intentions, and work towards realistic outcomes, because some of those outcomes could end up being better and more grander than what you were working toward. See, because it told you you're going to be working with the gentle gardener. Work alongside the gentle gardener. That's not you. That's the divine. So the divine might plant extra seeds on top of the seeds you've already planted. Okay? Get to work. All right, so let's jump into the spread. Your first card out is Make a Choice, but it came in reverse. Now, you guys had this card before, but this time it's in the reverse. All right, so make a choice. Let me see. Make a choice. You're required to come to a decision now. All right, so it says this is not the time to abdicate responsibility for your life, giving it over to somebody else. Okay, no, it's not the time to abdicate your responsibility for your life. You know, putting things in other people's hands. Okay, letting others choose for you doesn't make things easier. Don't compromise because you're afraid of facing the consequences of your choices. Even if you've opted for a difficult path, you can always make another choice in the future. There is great power in reclaiming your ability to choose. And I always say, to the ability to choose, choice is power. It's power to make a choice, no matter how you feel. Like they said, no matter what's going on in your life. See, because the things in your life could be trying to like push you and force you to go a way that, you know, you're not supposed to go. But you have the power because you can always choose, okay? So even if you've opted out, I think I read that, okay? Even if you opted out opted for a difficult path, you can always make another choice in the future. There is great power in reclaiming your ability to choose. No one can take that away from you, no matter what. Don't give your power away. If you're willing to be rigorously honest with yourself about your motives behind your choices, you may see the need to change things, okay? You can change course and choose another route. Just be willing to clean up what you've left behind. Ooh, so guys, if you know you've made ego-based choices and it's looking a little messy around you, clean up the karma of that. Deal with the karma of that, but move on and you can make a new choice. That's why I think the reading before last, I was saying some of you guys feel like you're locked into something. But when you have the ability to choose, or when God gives you the ability to move, like now I can finally get out of this thing, go. When you get your window, go. Okay? You know, nobody's forcing anybody to do anything right now because I don't know all your situations. But when you know this is my way out, this is my time out, leave out of whatever you feel like you're trapped in. Okay? All right, your next card is Heal the Ouch. So this is what it looks like in the upright, but this card came in the reverse. Heal the Ouch. Okay? So let me get that for you. Give me 1 second. In the reverse, Heal the Ouch. Reversed, this card is a message urging you to make amends for any harm you've done to another. Appraise yourself honestly, okay? How have you been selfish, greedy, or inconsiderate of others? Have you harbored resentment towards those who have harmed you in the past? Practice deep and radical forgiveness in order to be free, to know healing, okay? Okay, in order to be free, to know healing, you must surrender your old hurts and begin anew. Forgiving yourself and loving yourself is important too. Be humble and willing to admit to your weaknesses. Know the imperfections of the human personality. Walk tall as you take the path of the shaman, the wise elder who is willing to go into the shadows to bring healing into the old wounds. Bring healing light to old wounds. Guys, this brought up shamanism, and I've been telling you guys you have shamanistic ability for a while now. For a couple readings, that energy comes up with the High Priestess and King of Cups. You need, in order to walk that path though, you have to heal those things like I was talking about way earlier, those lessons, where it's like, I wouldn't have known a certain thing if that bad thing didn't happen, but that bad thing really has me stuck, or it has me caught up in a behavior pattern that I find it hard to break. So the thing, guys, what's important about this is going in helps you to figure out why I'm doing what I'm doing. Something happens to us where, you know, when we try to protect ourselves, all it takes is a thought, and we start doing a thing in order to protect ourselves, and we kind of make it a part of who we are, but we forget why we even did it. Those little hurts and things get kind of lost in order for your own ego protection. Like the ego wants to be protected so much. So this is how people's personalities get split. They get into associative behaviors and all that kind of stuff, is because it really does not want to have to deal with some really hard things that happen to you or to that person, right? So when they're telling you, if you have this ability, which I was seeing in your money and career with the offering card and Be a Sport, the ability to connect spiritually, okay, and be a shaman, be an advisor, or whatever it is, even outside of that. What I'm trying to tell you is that you gotta really stare the behavior, the person, whatever it is that you caught up in, stare it down and figure out, where did you come from? Where did you come from? Why did I create you? Why did I allow you in? You were brought about as a reaction to something, and I got to figure out what that is. And I need to heal that so that I can finally walk away from you, because you guys are going into heights so great that, you know, your behaviors could start making you feel like, I don't deserve to be here. I'm not ready for this. I'm not that good of a person. God, why me? Why are you choosing me? You see what I've done. Even this card over here, what card is it? Either this card or the card before was talking about, you know, making amends and forgiving, not only for yourself, people who hurt you, but there could have been choices that you've made that, like, now other people have been hurt from your choices, right? I'm bad. This is how you can feel like I'm bad. I've hurt others trying to protect myself. You know, your children could have become collateral damage. Your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, all based off a decision you made from a reaction to a hurt, right? But you were saying at the end of the day, I feel justified because I had to do what I had to do, right? Now you know, okay, wait, that's not the right kind of thinking. And I need to make right certain things. I need to apologize to others or to myself based off whatever it is that you've done, in order for me to move on and step into who I really am. You still are a gift no matter what. You still are a gift to this world. You still are gifted, and you still have a good heart. But there is a need for forgiveness and asking for forgiveness. Could be from your ancestors, could be from the people in your life. And I always tell you guys, make an offering and have gratitude for the things you do have in your life, so that you can stop looking at things so negatively or even talking to yourself negatively, all right? The human experience is difficult, but it's honesty that allows us, right, and not like false perceptions of ourselves or trying to reach something that's unattainable. It's the honesty that will make everything right. Sincere honesty and the will and the need and just the trying to change, okay? Next card, last card actually, is commitment. And this came in reverse. Commitment came in reverse. So give me a sec. Let me get this for you. Commitment in the reverse says, you may be walking into a commitment or contract you will later regret, okay? This isn't a good time to sign agreements or make any choices that would tie you up for a long period. If you are in a relationship, you may not receive the commitment you desire. Don't despair, for something much better awaits. Now is also the time for agreements to be broken. Remember that rejection is God's protection. What hurts you now leads to wisdom later. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Man, see? And this is like literally everything we've been talking about. Everything in you guys' readings is telling you things I said last time. If you're in something, get out. Get out of it. If you started it and you see it's wrong, jump on out. What else does this say? Hold on. Again, if like, because the Fool keeps coming out for you guys too. It came as the first card in 2 readings ago. So either I said either you started it and are in it, or somebody's going to come to you with it. So they said be careful about signing agreements and contracts that will be for a long period of time. I wouldn't do it now. Because guys, even though we're out of retrograde, retrogrades have shadow periods. So really just anything coming at you fast or forcefully, I keep seeing Knight of Swords, you know, making you have quick action to do something fast. Don't do that. It says now is also a time for agreements to be broken. I told you, okay, remember that rejection is God's protection. So even things you don't get, jobs you don't get, people who say they don't want to work with you, oh, that's fine. That's fine. Nothing, no sweat off my back. Something better is coming anyway. That's the card that came out in your money and career. There's something better. There's something better, okay? What hurts you now leads to wisdom later. And that was our beginning conversation. That was our beginning conversation. I said, you know, if it wasn't for those things that hurt me, it would be some things that I just wouldn't know. I wouldn't know it, right? So you have to look at certain lessons as providing me wisdom. Even these things you need to hurry up and jump out of, like, okay, I see why I wasn't supposed to do this and why it's important to be patient. You're going to gain wisdom from things that hurt. But if you have the chance to get out, because that's using wisdom too, all right? Don't just sit Oh, because, I made this agreement. No, no, no. No, if you can get out, get out. Get out. And if you need to find out how to legally get out, seek legal counsel. Get out, because some of you guys are literally veering off, changing a very good cycle into something that could be negative that didn't have to be negative. All right? I really don't want you guys to, it's your life, but I want the best for you. So make good choices, because that's your first card, making a choice. Make the right choice. Make the right choice, okay? All right, guys, that's what I have for you. If it resonates, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, the link to book is in the description box below. If you would like to book a 30-minute recorded reading, go ahead and email me your name and date of birth. You can pay with Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. After you do that, I will record your reading and send you a link back via email, okay? Give me up to 24 hours to get you guys your reading back, guys. Also, tomorrow, is tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow's the 24th. Let's make sure. Yep, tomorrow's the 24th. We are having a group reading on the 24th, which is tomorrow, like I just said, at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you want to join that group reading, please join Patreon, because the Zoom link for the group reading will be on Patreon. That's 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, Sunday, October 24th. Okay? And remember, guys, we are not going over time because Insecure is coming on. And I got to watch the last season and the first episode. So, yes, the current Patreon playlist is also in the description box below. So I hope you guys enjoy your Saturday. I'll see you later.